Have you ever walked away from a conversation with the person you love, feeling like you're the one who did something wrong, even though you can't quite remember what it was? That fog in your head, that constant second guessing, that feeling of, am I too sensitive or is something actually wrong here? If you felt that, stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to explain might change the way you see your relationship completely. Gaslighting isn't shouting. It isn't slamming doors. It's quiet. It's patient. It's someone slowly rewriting your reality until you stop trusting your own mind. And the scary part? It rarely looks like abuse from the outside. It looks like love. It looks like, I'm just being honest with you. It looks like someone who says they only want what's best for you. So let's break this down properly, because by the end of this video, you're going to recognize patterns you've probably lived through and never had a name for. Manipulation, at its core, is about control. Not control through force, but control through confusion. A manipulator doesn't need to win an argument. They just need you to stop trusting yourself enough to keep arguing. Here's sign number 1. They deny things you know happened. You bring up something they said last week. Word for word, you remember it. And they look you dead in the eye and say, that never happened. You're imagining things. Not once, not twice, over and over, until you start writing things down just to prove to yourself you're not losing your mind. Sign number 2. They twist the blame back onto you. You try to talk about how something hurt you, and somehow by the end of the conversation, you're the one apologizing. You're the one who's too emotional, too dramatic, always making things about yourself. Notice that. If every single conflict somehow ends with you saying sorry, that's not a coincidence. Sign number 3, and this one is sneaky. They use love as a leash. If you really loved me, you wouldn't need to see your friends so much. If you really loved me, you'd trust me and stop asking questions. Real love doesn't come with conditions like that. Real love doesn't isolate you from the people who cared about you before this relationship even existed. Now, here's the part nobody tells you. This isn't about being weak or naive. Some of the smartest, strongest, most emotionally intelligent people fall into this. Why? Because manipulation isn't designed to work on foolish people. It's designed to work on people who love deeply, who give the benefit of the doubt, who believe that if they just explain themselves better, the other person will finally understand. Manipulators don't target weakness, they target kindness. Let's keep going because sign number 4 is one you need to hear. They apologize, but never really apologize. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you took it like that. Listen closely to that language. That's not an apology. That's a redirection. That's them making your feelings the problem instead of their behavior. And sign number 5, the one that ties it all together. After every difficult conversation, you feel confused instead of resolved. In a healthy relationship, conflict leads to clarity. In a manipulative one, conflict leads to fog. You end up more unsure of yourself than when the conversation started. Now, if you've recognized even one of these patterns while I've been talking, I want you to comment below and tell me which one hit closest to home. You are not alone in this, and putting it into words is the first step to seeing it clearly. So, how do you protect yourself? First, start keeping a private record, in your head or written down, of what actually happened versus what you're being told happened. That alone will help you trust your own memory again. Second, stop trying to over-explain yourself. You don't need a perfect argument to be allowed to feel hurt. Third, and this is the big one, pay attention to how you feel after time spent with this person. Do you feel calmer or do you feel smaller? Your body knows the truth long before your mind is ready to admit it. And here's something important. Setting a boundary isn't cruel. Walking away isn't dramatic. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's the most honest thing you can do, for you and for anyone who claims to love you but keeps chipping away at who you are. If this video opened your eyes even a little, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this reach someone else who might be sitting in that same confusion right now, wondering if it's just them. Because here's the truth. If you've ever had to question your own sanity just to keep peace in a relationship, that was never peace. That was survival. Subscribe, because next time I'm going to show you exactly how to respond in the moment when someone tries to gaslight you. The calm, powerful phrases that shut manipulation down without a single argument. And if you know someone who needs to hear this today, someone who's been doubting themselves a little too much lately, send them this video. Sometimes the people who need it most are the ones who'd never ask for it. You're not too sensitive. You're not imagining things, you're just starting to see clearly again.